I know you guys are probably wondering, where's Mani Sharma? You know, who is this guy? Why is he here? And I'll be honest with you, I didn't have to audition to be here. They didn't ask me for my comedic credentials. I'm here because of who my parents are. And I'm kind of like every hero in the Telugu film industry when you think about it. Even though I was born here, I try to keep up with Indian culture as much as I can. You know, I went to RRR first day. First show I was there at RRR. And I thought it was a great movie personally, especially as like being born here in America and being an Indian kid, you know. It taught us like a lot about like Indian pride, British colonial rule, two freedom fighters we might not have known about. But most importantly, RRR taught us that one day we too can marry white women. Yeah, RRR, personally I think RRR, if you replace the characters in RRR with anyone else, the movie would only last 20 minutes, personally, that's what I think. Let's say hypothetically we take Modi and put him in Junior NTR's role. Hypothetically. We put him in there, the movie would be over in 20 minutes. In the first scene when they're holding hands, and they're introducing each other, he says, I'm Akhtar, Narendra Modi would let him go immediately. I also went to Pushpa opening day. Pushpa I thought was very, very good. I thought it was Allu Arjun's best performance, personally. To this day, he transformed completely for the role. And did you guys know that to prepare for the role, Allu Arjun stopped using Fair and Lovely for the duration of the production? You know, mental health is getting pretty big. Not in India, over here, we're not stupid enough to fall for something like that. You know, mental health, it's like, we're not stupid enough to fall for something so silly like therapy. Why would you as like an Indian woman go to therapy where you can just sit around with your friends and talk trash about other people who clearly do the same thing when you're not there? And as an Indian man, why would you go to therapy when you can just keep it inside until it turns into rage that you take out on your son, and he takes out on his son? It's like a fun family tradition. One time I told my dad I was sad, and he said that's for women and white people. I feel like Indians these days are getting pretty soft, like over time. Just spending time in America is making you guys soft. You know, like when I was growing up as a kid, I used to be terrified of my dad. I was so scared of my dad. But then like now, I'm not so much. I feel like he's changed so much. He's like a housewife. It's sad. As soon as I come home, he has like food ready. He's asking me about my day. It's like, it's sad. It's sad. I feel like his ancestors are so disappointed. And, you know, like one day, I saw the full extent of my dad's transformation when some of my friends came over and one of his personal belongings got destroyed. And then I thought he was gonna get mad. He goes, Sanjay, I want you to write in your journal and reflect on this whole situation, write about personal accountability. And I was like, Dad, can't you just beat me like old times? You know, I feel like Telugu people, you know, I feel like Telugu people, we're ashamed of our complexion. You know, I used to go to Manabadi. And Manabadi, I thought it was a great institution, you know? But how come on the covers the kids are so white? Like the kids, none of us here have that complexion. Why are they so, who are these Mahesh Babu's kids or something? This doesn't make any sense. And I got sick of it. I was like, Mom, how come when I go to India, they call it karu, but when you go to Manabadi, they say Nalgu Chakrala Bandi? This doesn't make any sense. And I got sick of it. I was like, and she said, you need to learn Telugu so you can talk trash about white people in front of them, and they won't know what you're saying. And that's the thing, like, and I have a question for all you guys here. If Telugu and Indian culture is so great, then how come none of you guys wanted to stay in India? How do you love everything about your country but living there? That doesn't make any sense. Like, look at it, in Telugu, when you ask for water, the word is manchi neelu. The direct translation is good water. You have to specify whether you want your water drinkable or not. If you don't say manchi to neelu, then someone's gonna bring you a cup that has brown liquid in it. It's gonna be AIDS in a cup. It's disgusting. I've never had to specify whether I wanted my water drinkable in America. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, you know, I feel like a lot of white people, they think that we're just smarter like naturally, but that's not true. Indian people work very hard for our grades. You know, I was taught, like we had our SAT scores come out and all the white kids did worse. They're like, you guys are just like better like naturally at taking tests. And that's not true. It's just we're playing a different ball game here. You guys are studying to get into college. We're studying for our parents' love. That doesn't make, it's very conditional. That's all. Thank you, guys.